It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at tight end Pat Freiermuth. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Chiefs and the Lumberjacks. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Portland Lumberjacks taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwork?
Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs save. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. He winds up going for 31.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun to give to Charbonnet. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with his 13th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from drawing level. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it throws incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game. Stayed in the face.
There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. Down to about the 32.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
KC's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. A short one there to Freiermuth. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Stroud to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he completes it to Wilson. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Stroud. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That throw into the arms of Allen. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Only able to gain a couple there, and now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Back to the ground now, it's Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Henry again on 2nd down. And just shutting him off there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times.
Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Murphy, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this one is right through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Stroud's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He'll get that to Charbonnet. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Chiefs had 10-3 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Josh Downs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 96 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Keenan Allen, the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Keenan Allen, 50 yards. And the Lumberjacks are able to move back in front. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stroud working out of the gun. This taken in by Downs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here goes Stroud again. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. And Stroud now to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Stroud sets up the play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes Rager. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. Maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 6. And the Portland first down.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down at the 28.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's the backup Cousins. He finds his target. It's Evans. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing. On first down, here's Stroud.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Again, it's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And this one too low. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
White is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Now here's Stroud.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Josh Downs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
2nd down and 4.
And 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now Cousins.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Throwing, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Cousins. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Stroud. He'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And Stroud now to throw. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Here goes Stroud again. Over the middle and complete to Addison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Charbonnet.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Josh Downs
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there, is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Portland's offense now about set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
3rd down and 6.
He'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Lumberjacks.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
Touchdown! Mike Evans, 43 yards.
And the Lumberjacks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had 1 week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Here's Reagor. He's going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Out route complete to Dulcich.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on first down.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. They'll set up a throw.
And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. Touchdown! Chase Claypool.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lumberjacks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have the Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandable.